Hi. So this is the very gorgeous dream. I couldn't think of what it was called then from Space Milk. Absolutely gorgeous. She is tied back because I've been out earlier to Aldi to go and get some bits and pieces. It's been a very, very, very tough day today. Really, really struggled. Severe pain all over. I'm so swollen up. Itchy, angry joints everywhere. It's been absolute torture. I did fill out. I'm pointing like as if I'm pointing the other way and gone. Yeah. So this is obviously the Fern Cotton Happy Book, the journal. This is looking very, very dog-eared, thanks to Percy, I think, having a good chomp on that the other day. Cheers, boy. All the cats are asleep at the minute, so I'm going to make the most of this. So we are on the 5th, which is Thursday, 5th of January. I'm finding the journal okay. Am I finding it motivational? Yeah, it is giving me food for thought. Physically at the minute, I've yet to start some of these bits that I've written down. But it is good to sort of write this down and it's a bit clearer in my head. Knowing full well that I've got 2 payments with one of my white goods that I got from Curry's that I'm paying off. I've got 2 payments left, so Tuesday I am gonna just jump on it, I think, and just pay that one off. And then it'll be the first thing crossed off the list, which I'm really, really looking forward to. Just, just writing off one thing. Carrying, the weight of money issues on your shoulders is hard. And when you haven't got any savings or anything, it becomes seriously, a lot worse. But I'm hoping to be able to put some of these into practice very, very soon. In fact, scrub that because it doesn't sound very positive, does it? Yeah, I am going to do these things. The getting out on the power chair, just like even if it's 10 minutes, doing some planting, go get some bulbs, some vegetable plants. I'm going to give it a go, trying to grow some veggies or strawberries or something. The trip to IKEA I really want to do. Whether it's going to be a doable thing in the next sort of few months, we'll see. But I really want to get this out there. I'm trying to keep this as motivational as possible. Can you tell? Yeah, I'm trying to flip the feeling of I've always been taught negative from all the abusive exes that I've had. 5 abusive relationships, one after the other. So I'm sort of used to being told, no, you can't do this, you can't do that. This won't happen, that won't happen. So for me, it is about making some changes and just small goals in each bit, not huge things that are totally unachievable. So right, the 5th of January, this is supposed to be the 12th night where the tree comes down, and the tree is still up at the moment and my candy canes are still out, so that's the plan for tomorrow. Get the tree down. It'll take me 2 minutes just getting the box down. Okay, so the 5th of January 2023. So step into the new year with excitement and turn fear into adventure. And that just makes me feel quite scared, thinking turn fear into adventure. So for me, the big one is motorway. I want to go to IKEA. I'd love to take my son. I would love to have a look round and get some ideas of little things that we could get for like his room and also for mine. You know, just a few new pieces and then come home again. I haven't had a road trip over that way in a very long time. So yeah, I want to do that. See how I turned it into a positive already. Number 2, conquer my nervousness and anxiety. Driving to places I don't know. That is really, really difficult. And I know that is easier said than done. But maybe we could go somewhere that's we've never been to before, and just take our time getting there and have a look round and come back. I know that there's like a big retail park with designer brands and stuff, and that my son would love to have a look round. And it's not that far away. But it just the fear of big roundabouts and stuff like that. My son is very, very good with directing me. He's very calm. He's like he's like a driving instructor. I tell you, you know, where I get into a little flap, he'll say, right, you need to be where that car is over there, and you know, that kind of thing. And it is great. So I do want to do it, and I hate the fact that I'm so frightened. I'm a nervous driver because I used to get shouted at when I was behind the wheel, and my abusive, controlling ex used to be sitting beside me. He would scream at me, you know, and I'd be just a wreck behind the wheel, and I'd want to pull over and stop, and I couldn't carry on. I used to have the biggest like panic attacks ever. And there's times where he used to basically drive us back with nothing and abandon me with an empty car, so it's got no fuel in it, because he'd literally drive until it ran out of fuel, and then he'd get out and leave me. So we wouldn't be that far away, but I'd have to ring for help, you know, and look an idiot. And he enjoyed it. So that's that. And I would love to be able to just go to places that I've never been to before and think, do you know what? Let's give it a try. But trouble is, I do struggle with all my health issues. My arthritis is so much worse. It makes it very difficult. So it's just doing small journeys, just somewhere different, maybe. But I would love to work here. That would be, yeah, definitely a place I want to go. Yeah, I do. Okay, number 3, do more TikTok lives. Don't worry what people think. It's getting the confidence up. You know, worrying what people think, what they're going to say, trolling, that kind of stuff. And just being positive with it. Thinking I can do this. I wonder if so-and-so is watching. What are they going to think of me? What are they going to say? What are they, you know, having a giggle behind my back and all this, that and the other. So I'm going to, yeah, definitely do a few more. I did join on a live on TikTok last night. There's a paedophile hunter that I follow on Facebook, and he does TikToks, and he does battles and stuff. And yesterday he was he targeted me the other night before, and then he found me again when I was watching his live, and he was like, "Come on, vegan, let's get you on here." And it was scary because I could have like gone, "No, I'm not doing that," but I didn't. I went for it and I just did it, and I didn't really have a lot to talk about. I mean, he did most of the talking, but it was just good just to sit there and just chit chat to Mr. Phil. Yeah, it was good. And I'm going to do it again and again. I got asked tonight if I wanted to go on a battle with one of them, but I couldn't do it. So, yeah. I wasn't in the right frame of mind. So I was having a lot of pain, and my head was just struggling. So I wasn't in the mood for joining in on that. Okay, number 4, turning the negatives into positives from domestic abuse, which basically summarizes up from what the points that I've made. These are why I'm doing these things. This is what I've thought of. Because it all stems from how I feel now, my nervousness, my anxiety, the worry is all from being in an abused relationship. And it's horrible. Mental abuse is just vile. You just feel so alone, and it's just horrible. So yeah, these are only 4 things, but they are huge, massive to me. And it just terrifies me, to be honest. So what I'm going to do is, come the end of the week, I'm going to have a look through these pointers throughout the days that I've written all these bits down, and I'm going to set myself some new goals using these bits, so these all become a reality. You know, the finances, the money jars on this one here, which is going back to the 3rd. I put money jars, the money jars that I've got something in them. So I've got one that's got some money in. So when my car lady's just come back, because she's not been well, I've got money sitting there for her to come, and I'm sort of putting it up so it's like as if she's been, you know what I mean? So that money's sitting there. So at least that's a start. And why that's got a smiley face by the side of it. The gift cards, I am definitely going to start those off. And I can even go online and top them up virtually. So that's great to do that. Saving stamps, I want to get some pounds put up. And then I'll go down when I go to Tesco shopping, I was about to say Asda, and I will get some saving stamps, because that's how you do it, the old-fashioned machine way. That's how they do it at our Tesco's. And I keep trying, you know, remembering, feel proud of how far you've come, embrace the new confidence that's here, be it that the moments where it's great, and then all of a sudden I go back into this where my anxiety just takes over, and I have meltdowns, and I'm struggling so hard with everything. Yeah. So then I've got to think back to this one, learn to think if it doesn't get done, it doesn't matter. Another day, it will happen, you know? So every now and again, it's like going back to the first page and looking through and seeing, what have I got here? Dents made in repaying off what I owe in no order. This is for the year, bear in mind. Cruise account to be paid off. Well, one of those 3 will be paid off, and then it'll be working on picking one of them and knocking some of that on the head, and then having a second one gone, you know, that kind of thing. The power chair money, I will sort that out as soon as I've got the cruise account sorted out. I don't want to start doing lots and lots of little few quids here and there. I might as well do it. Decent amounts. Knock that off, but realistic amounts, not silly amounts. So I'm going to be short for the week. The holiday bit will be done soon. And then the bedroom, I'm tackling that bit by bit today. Is an absolute no-no. No way. Too much going on in my head and I'm in too much pain. The bed will be sorted out. I'm just waiting to see whether I'm going to be able to have some help offered me for that, or if I've got to sort something out myself, then that will be done at a later stage, but it will be done. Yeah, this one is, on its way. And then the decorating, renovating, adaptions, I'm still waiting to hear from somebody, but I've been approved. They have said yes to these things being done, so it's just waiting to see what they can do for me, basically. That's the question, that's the big thing, but at least I'm in accommodation now where these things can physically be happening. So, yeah, which is a great, great feeling. And again, this one is going to be sorted out, I would say, by the end of January, February. By the end of February, I think this one may be a nice big tick to it. So we'll see. But I don't want to say too soon. But it's nice to see just the start of these things coming together. Do you know what I mean? It's not like, oh, this ain't going to happen. I can't do it. It will happen. The only one that won't happen is this. Take up jogging. Ha 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 ha. Joking. Just trying something new. Planting bulbs. Yeah. I want to do some nice things. Have some little pots and things dotted around for myself. And turn my little outdoorsy space into something gorgeous that I can get at and do from my chair. It all feels positive in a roundabout sort of a way. Today has been a very hard day. My head has been in a really, really dark space. This seems to be appropriate. Never be afraid to start again. It's a chance to rebuild your life the way you wanted all along. That quote was meant for me. Never be afraid to start again. It's a chance to rebuild your life the way you wanted all along. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely my quote of the day. And yeah, it should be my epitaph, isn't it? Is that the word you use for on a gravestone? Yeah. That is pretty good, actually. It could have been, it's written for me. Because I've never had a chance, really, from the moment that I got with the relationships that I have. I've never really got to embrace being me. It's always been, you do this, you do that. Control. So now it's my turn, and that's what I like. Tomorrow is the 6th. I love writing lists to clear my overcrowded head. Write a list of things you need to do here. It could be for tomorrow, for the week, or for the whole year ahead. Ooh. So there we go. And then the 7th of January is you're a week into the new year. How is this new start making you feel? Write down your honest emotions here. I've got to say, this has been a really huge help. I've never thought that I'd be able to really embrace this. And it's given a little, positive glow, a start of new beginnings. But that is amazing. I like this. I do like it. Right, guys, I'm going to go because I think this phone's going to, it's had enough. The battery's given up. And we're probably on countdown until it knocks itself off. So until next time, guys, keep smiling. And I'll check in with you again tomorrow. Tra!